This video contains harassment, coarse language, hacking, suicide, grooming, and cats.
My apologies if the audio is terrible and this video is all over the place. We were originally going to get a script, but we found out that scripting is very difficult, especially with all of our disabilities, and we were going to get help with it, but we found no one that could. So this is unscripted, just us rambling about the situation. I'm sorry about that in advance. Hopefully in the future we can come back to this and make a more cohesive video.
You might have seen our first video on the situation, but this is about be loving. Please do not go after her, do not attack her, do not try to find personal information on her. She's 11. This is very important for the context of the story. Now you may be asking yourself, why the hell are you doing a video on an 11-year-old? Well, this 11-year-old has been doing a lot of disturbing things, a lot of inappropriate behavior, a lot of stuff that is not okay and shouldn't be tolerated on the internet, and shouldn't be tolerated in general. This 11-year-old has been sending harassment, threats. I've been told death threats, but I have no actual screenshot proofs of these death threats. I have proof of other threats, though, which are still pretty bad. For those who didn't see our first video, I'm going to read off some screenshots. Some of these I did include in the first video, some of these I did not. So the first one is, at blank, do not say you slop or else I will make a post about you. At blank, please unblock me on Discord, please. Now blank, unblock me on Discord right now. Blank and blank, why did you block me for no reason? Blank and blank are mentioning me. You two are stop mentioning me. Shut up at blank or I will delete your account. At blank, this is your last warning if you mention me one more time, otherwise I will tell at blank about this. Now, Discord was mentioned multiple times already, and that is because she's on Discord despite being 11. If you know anything about Discord TOS, terms of service, it is that you have to be 13 years or older to have a Discord account. There's a couple people that Be Loving specifically likes to go after. One of them I'm going to call Kitty. I am going to censor her name with pink for this section of the video just to make it more cohesive. But she has pinged this person not once, not twice, over 10 times. And every time it's either to demand something of this person or to threaten them. Obviously, her threats are dumb. She can't actually go and break someone's phone over the internet. That's not how it works. However, when someone goes after you again and again and again, throwing stuff that might not even be possible, it still really hurts. Especially when YouTube no longer has a proper block function. You can stop someone from commenting on your channel, or you can make it so you're not interested in seeing their content, but you can't actually block them, so they can continue to tag you even after you've done all the steps you can to get away from it. Now, an argument that was made against this when you're talking about this to another person that we weren't actually able to fully articulate, but I feel like fits into this, is that the person said, oh, if they're getting bullied by an 11-year-old, just get off the internet. The thing is, I don't think someone should be kicked off the internet, which is, for a lot of people, the only space they can be because of disabilities, because of other stuff, because of things that impact them going out into public. They shouldn't be kicked off the internet by an 11-year-old. New day, completely different altar. I would like to add my little bits and pieces, but this might be super random. Is Be Loving is kind of homophobic, transphobic specifically. I have seen them support asexual, lesbian, pan, bi. As soon as someone is trans, out the fucking window. We were in one of her Discord servers for a bit until we were kicked, and we set our pronouns as he, him, because as you might know, we use he, they pronouns primarily. And there was two options. It was either she, her, or he, him, and it was labeled as gender. And there was no they, them option, and you had to pick it. It was a required rule to pick. So we said very politely in the server that gender does not equal pronouns. Pronouns usually correspond with gender, but that does not mean anything. Your pronouns do not equal your gender, and we got kicked. Oh, but before we got kicked, she changed her pronouns to she, her. We don't really use she, her. Not a lot of us are feminine presenting, and even then, a lot of us don't use she, her pronouns. And it just felt like a slap in the face, especially since she keeps on misgendering Kitty, who by what I could see is literally cisgender. So, what the fuck? And before anyone asks, yeah, we're intersex. Big surprise, mind blown. Now back to the more pressing matters at hand. Be Loving also likes to make gore of people and art that I personally see as a threat to someone's safety or well-being. You might not see it as such, but how she will draw someone crying and it will say bye, to me implies that she wishes harm and suffering upon another person, and could even, in my opinion, could even be seen as a death threat because of how it's framed. But that might just be reaching. Take it with however you want. Now, this is like part 2 of the video, where we get into some more of the very heavier topics at hand. These are things that are connected to Be Loving, but might not be directly her or directly involved with her. I still think it's important because she is connected to all this, and no one's talking about these group of children. They're doing some fucked up shit. Now, remember how I said Be Loving is 11? Well, she was dating a 13-year-old boy. I only bring this up because, well, in general, age gaps are fine. When you get younger down in age, even a couple months can mean a very big difference just because of how humans develop and how humans grow. And so, I think the age gap is not very healthy. That's just my opinion. Now, here's where things get crazy. I'm not sure if they broke up or something. I can't find anything about it. But I do know the 13-year-old is now dating someone who is 16. And that 16-year-old draws 9/11 fan art. You heard me right. They have 9/11 OCs of the buildings. Now, I have no way of confirming a 16-year-old is actually 16, but I can definitely confirm that 13-year-old is definitely around 13. He's posted pictures of his face, and through that, and how old he claims to be, and just his behavior, I can definitely say he's at least around 13. The 16-year-old, that's more shaky. However, still pretty fucked up. I'm probably going to make a separate video on the 9/11 fan art person, but for now, their name will be censored because this video ain't about them. Now, before I talk about the potential grooming, I want you to know that we have no direct proof of this. This is only our opinion. Please take it with a grain of salt. We have reason to believe that Be Loving might be being groomed into her behavior. Her behavior isn't normal for a typical child and indicates something. I'm not going to overstep because I don't know her. I don't know her situation. We have reason to suspect a person, but we will not be saying their name or anything that could identify this person because this is just our opinion and just going off of our experience and what we know about this kind of behavior. I just think this is important because there is a point where it's no longer her fault for her actions because she is only 11, and some of this is clear that this isn't just her. There's someone else with this, and we've seen so many hate comments, people attacking her and saying some very vile stuff to her, which we do not condone. Don't want anyone doing that. I just feel like we should be focusing on the more important parts, which is that we have information that there is someone being harassed by Be Loving who is suicidal and they could potentially kill themselves with this situation. And that is very serious. And this needs to be put into delicate terms. This needs to be put into a video that isn't just dogging on the child, while, still holding her accountable for her actions. Now I'm gonna do just a bunch of rapid fire shit she's done because I want to end this video already. Here's a drawing she copied from Beneath the Roses. Here's a person that she literally copied their posts. This is a person that she interacts with. She's also said the N-word. She has done a lot of shit. Here's someone claiming that she hacked her friend, which I've found multiple complaints of it, but right now I am too tired to go through all of them. Finally, it's done. The end of the video. Thank you for staying through all of this insanity. It was going to be even longer, but we just gave up. So, for those who suffered through this, here are 2 voice clips from Be Loving that I find absolutely hilarious.
I'm Be Loving. Remember to no swearing, no spam, do not say you AI slob, no spunky post, be safe, no emoji cataboos, no hate, no SNSFU art, do not report to my channel, do not hack. Anyways, that's all. Enjoy my channel rules.
I'm very sorry, Shaded Louise. I will never do it again.